It's more than just the gossip. It's the issues that matter most to you. A closer look at current events, just the tip, special guests, and more. Welcome to Let's Have a Fefe, Arizona's longest-running drag live stream. Hosted by Felicia Fefe Minor and Freddy Prinze Charming. Streaming live on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Promotional consideration for Let's Have a Fefe provided by Wigs of a Kind, The Burly Barber, Bone and Basil, as well as our patrons at Patreon. Go to patreon.com/Let's Have a Fefe to become a Fefe patron. Virtual tips accepted at paypal.me/Let's Have a Fefe. Welcome to Let's Have a Fefe.
Hello, hello, hello. We are here. Welcome to Let's Have a Fefe. This is episode 14 on May the 4th. And this is season 10, episode 14. This is your Wednesday night conversation. Welcome to Let's Have a Fefe. I'm Felicia Fefe Minor, and I can say your name without a title. It's so refreshing. We have Freddy Prinze Charming sitting over there. I think we're both bought.
I know.
We're both
It's
bots.
I have nothing. Nothing. I have nothing.
You have no preface to your name. For now.
Is it your connection or mine that's stuttering?
As far as the computer goes, it looks like it says that we're both good. I don't understand. Oh, it might be.
I'm hardwired, so mine should be fine, but who knows? Okay. Anyhow,
we both have 3-letter words. And we both have the same company. So what does that mean? We'd like to thank our 18 patron supporters. Allison, Brandon, Cassandra, Drake, Jen, Casey Starr, Carrie and Corey, Kim, Joan, Jody, Leanne, Nicole, Patricia Mason, Sassy, Shannon, Shelly, and Sky. And a special thanks to our friends and supporters, Patricia Mason, Sky, and Drake Jensen for taking a deeper plunge on Patreon. Yes, we like it deep. We like it when you take the deeper plunge. A special thanks to...
they like it deep.
Yeah. Special thanks to Joan of Buy Bish Jewelry and Wood Art. It was her birthday the other day. Was that yesterday? The other day. I don't know. We'd also like to thank Guido Martin and Jeremy Bright of Rebel Phoenix. You can donate to us if you so choose and support us even more by going to paypal.me/Let's Have a Fefe. You can also text LHAF to 602-730-7379 to get text alerts about the show. I actually scheduled some. I think my wig is falling off. Isn't that funny? There we go. But you'll get text alerts from me, including when I can't be somewhere. I'll just tell you to show up at the show. Something new for our folks on Facebook. If you see a star and then like 2 little lines, you can press that star, and I haven't seen anybody do it yet, but if you press the star, I think the lowest price is like 99 cents that you can give to us. And then, you can pay us $1 almost. And for like until June, I think Facebook isn't taking any processing fees. I don't think. So, yeah, that's me. That's all my housekeeping. How was your weekend, Freddie? Well,
Weekend was actually busy. I did not go to Rainbows Festival for a plethora of reasons. First of all, I was not in the mood to deal with crowds. Second of all, it was too fucking hot. Third of all, don't care really. It's for me, it's like just a smaller pride with all the same shit. I don't like. It's kind of lost its appeal. So I know, whatever. I don't care. It's just not really like anymore. It's like a smaller pride with all the same corporate bullshit. So it's like, eh. I'm still sort of dealing with some like residual crap from being sick and still dealing with all that. I have an allergist appointment in a few weeks. So hopefully we'll be able to get some answers on that front.
yeah.
Haven't had any anaphylaxis though in the last, week and a half, so that's good. Saturday night, we went to All Puppet Players. We watched their Reservoir Dogs. Okay, if y'all are not familiar with All Puppet Players, you need to be. It's fantastic.
Tell us what it is. Tell us what it is.
So basically, they recreate movies using puppets.
Oh.
When we went a few months back, and they did Creature from the Black Lagoon, which was absolutely fantastic. They did Reservoir Dogs this month. Next month they're doing Jurassic Puppets. They have like they do Die Hard: A Christmas Story. They do all sorts of stuff, but it's all puppets, and it's fantastic.
Wow.
They're really, really good. If you're easily offended, oh well.
I don't think people that watch us are easily offended.
I wouldn't think so, but you never know. There's always like that one that's like, oh my.
Oh my gosh.
So
you said go to Pornhub. I didn't realize that it would be actual porn.
Right. But definitely I would highly recommend checking out All Puppet Players because they're kind of fantastic. Sunday we spent all day doing birthday stuff for I think there is an anaphylaxis that is a drag queen, almost positive. Sunday we did birthday stuff for one of the kiddos. Literally, like we woke up and like went to breakfast and then spent all day running around. It was a really long day. It was a really long day, and it was hot. We took them to the outlet so they could go look for stuff at like the Nike store and sportsy things. I don't know. We made a detour to one of the furniture stores out there and bought couches because we needed couches. And then we had Korean barbecue.
Got new couches? Oh, you got new couches.
They'll be here on Saturday. It's adulting. We had Korean barbecue. We went to the place that's like right up here, right by our house over here. Oh my fucking God, it was so good.
Have you never eaten there before?
This one, no. I've been to a couple different Korean barbecue places, and sometimes they're like hit or miss. Sometimes
they're not
really
all the same.
No, this one was really, really good though. Like really, really good.
I don't know why they took all the good food by you.
They didn't. We keep wanting to go back to Mekong, but it's a drive, so we have to like wait and actually plan a trip out to the east side. It's stupid.
Oh. I'm out there.
And I made cupcakes from scratch. I did a yellow butter cake with a brown sugar.
I'm sorry.
With a brown
let me go
sugar,
check the front door. Hold on.
Brown sugar Swiss meringue buttercream and a dulce de leche.
Let me go check the front door.
There ain't none there. Because you live too far away,
bitch.
But rude. They were good. They got a thumbs up from everybody, so that's
not everybody. I didn't get any.
Well, you see, because you live too far away now. Plus, you were at Rainbows Festival.
Only one day.
Oh, well,
it would have been.
Speaking of which, how was your weekend?
So. We did go to Rainbows Festival. Everybody was excited to go out to Rainbows Festival. People were not close to me. I think, is there like a internet newsletter or something? Or maybe there's people that actually watch this show and they say, really, she doesn't like people that are close to her. And so people did not spend too much time.
People stayed away.
Yeah. And so glad that's getting out there. But yeah, I saw some people that I hadn't seen in a while, like Shannon. I mean, I've seen her since we've gone into pandemic,
Right.
but see, okay, so Rainbows Festival, I kind of ignore all the hoopla. I'm really sad. Okay, so years and years ago, I used to go to Rainbows Fest and get my sunglasses from there, or at least some of my sunglasses from there. And there used to be this vendor that had a whole didn't normally see. And I think you know what I'm talking about.
Right.
And then so one year he didn't come back. And now I got really excited this time because I was like, maybe like he took 2020 and was like, I'm gonna be back in 2022. He didn't. He wasn't there.
Aw, boo.
But what got me was that we walked around and everybody got hot except for me. Um, and I got a lot of things in my inbox that were asking if I was okay. Yes, I am okay. The rest of my family was not okay because they had probably suffered from heat exhaustion and needed a whole day to recover. Or it started out like I was getting ready at like 9 o'clock, and it seemed like everybody was like up and ready and doing things, and then like one ticked off, and then one was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go to bed," and then one said, "Oh, I gotta go to bed too," and I was like, "Where everybody go?" And they were all just, I was just standing in the mirror, just like, okay, so do I be a dick and leave or what have you? Anyway, I was at Rainbows Festival on Saturday, and the moms offered us free mom hugs, offered us a place to sit and cool off, and something that I experienced was the hugging part is just the beginning of free mom hugs, because there was people, like, I feel like I'm gonna tear up right now. There were people that were coming to get hugs, and they would stand there for like 3 minutes,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and they would be like, "Take all the time you need." Um, they were telling me that there was some guy that was like, "Oh, I'll just get a hug from you," like, and next thing they knew, he was breaking down crying. And I was like, what? This is like a superpower. And so one of the moms was volunteering for the first time and had not experienced, I guess, this overwhelming sense. And she finished her hug. And when she came into the tent, she almost was not talking like coherently. It was like, oh my gosh. It's a lot to take in. Like I didn't realize that it was like it was just a lot to take in, because even watching her give the hug and receive the energy that that person was giving was like, whoa. And
they free mom hugs, it's more than just like, oh, here, let me give you a hug or whatever. Like,
and they don't give side hugs, they give like full on hugs.
And it's still, I'm still struggling with the whole like, let me hug 500 people at it. Like, I'm still struggling with that, because everybody seems to think that all of this shit is over, and it's not. And I'm just like, I can't. I'm still struggling.
They're very careful, I'm sure. I'm sure they test regularly, but that was so powerful. In the time that I was there, I was like, whoa. And that's me sitting in the tent. I didn't even, it was crazy.
It really is a fantastic organization, and the people that volunteer with it are really good people. Like, they are. Like,
and so that's what I took away from not being heat stroked.
You've frozen on my end. Awesome. I don't know if Felicia is frozen, if she's frozen on your end, or if she's frozen. On my end, she's showing that she has like no internet. Oh, yep, no, she's frozen. I'm not frozen, so I'll just keep going. So, I don't know why she's frozen. That's fantastic. All right, well, since I'm not frozen, I'll just go ahead and go on with the tip for tonight. So, my tip for tonight, and this has pure coincidence, has nothing to do with anything that's happening in the news or, in this country. So, this is purely coincidental. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So, tonight we're going to talk a little bit about the Plan B pill. A lot of folks, I'm sure, have heard of it. They're, they know what it is, but they may not know a lot about it. So I'm gonna give you just a little bit of information on it so that you know what it is, and what it does, and where you can get it. And I would like to preface this by saying that we have to remember that that while we're talking about this sort of thing, we need to be mindful of language, um, and remember that all people with uteruses are not women. Um, so we need to keep that in mind when we're talking about these sort of things. So, just FYI. And remember that when we're talking about, if we're talking about things, everybody keeps posting about, oh, I'm here for this or whatever. Just remember that it's not just Becky and Sarah's and Joanne's that need services. So, Plan B, also known as the morning after pill, emergency contraception. It is designed to be taken within 3 days of having unprotected sex to help prevent pregnancy. Um, and when it's taken correctly, it can help prevent pregnancy by 75 to 89%, which is actually pretty good odds. It can be taken up to 5 days after having unprotected sex, but the sooner you take it, the better. The longer you wait, the less effective it is. So the best time would be within 3 days of having unprotected sex. And it is not the abortion pill, which is Mifeprex. Now, Mifeprex is something completely different. Plan B is not the abortion pill. So if you hear somebody calling Plan B the abortion pill, that is not what it is. What does Plan B actually do? So the pills contain one of two types of medication. There is, oh God, I hate this word. It is levonorgestrel, which is available over the counter, or ulipristal acetate, which is available by prescription. Um, um, why the hell? Why everything's being so weird tonight? I don't know what is going on. Um, And what it does is it generally works by delaying or preventing ovulation. So once you've had unprotected sex, and you're like, oh shit, or you forgot to take your birth control or something along those lines, and you take one of the pills, basically it'll prevent ovulation happening, which then can prevent things like pregnancy and all sorts of things. You don't want to. Um, what it can do is it can delay your period for at least a week. And then your first period after the pill may be slightly irregular. Um, and it might not be. It could be heavier, it could be lighter, it could be spotty, or it could not change at all and be the way it normally is. Um, but that's what it does. Um, there's a few what sucks about it is the over-the-counter version of it. If you weigh more than 155 pounds, the over-the-counter pill probably isn't going to work for you, or you're going to have to either talk to a doctor or pharmacist about adjusting the dosage. Which, let's be real, who the fuck, like, what, like, average size human beings don't all weigh under 155. So I don't get that. I think that's very odd. Like, I don't know. Like, I couldn't take it. I weigh more than 155. It's just, it's, I don't know. I think that's stupid. I don't know why that is. I think that that's something that, like, why wouldn't you look at that? Like, why wouldn't you fix that? But for folks that are 155 pounds and more, Ella, which is the brand name for the ulipristal acetate, or a copper IUD may actually be your best bet. Both of those have been known to work on folks that weigh more than 155 pounds. It's just dumb that you have to like I don't know. I think that's stupid. Something to keep in mind is that there are some HIV meds and some seizure medication, which can be used to treat things like bipolar disorder that can affect the effectiveness of Plan B. So if you are, it's not, Laura, I don't think it's body shaming. I think it has to do with the way that it gets absorbed into things. I think that it has to do with the absorption. I don't think it has to do with body shaming so much as just the absorption rate of it. So if you are on HIV meds, or if you take anti-seizure medication for bipolar disorder, then that may be something that you want to discuss with a pharmacist before you take Plan B, to make sure that it's not going to have an issue with the effectiveness of the pill. Also, anyone can pick up Plan B. You can walk into any pharmacy. It doesn't matter what age, what gender, it doesn't matter. You can ask for it. The over-the-counter stuff, you don't need a prescription for, but a lot of times they keep it behind the pharmacy, so all you'd have to do is go up and ask for it. Obviously, the prescription stuff, you would obviously need to get one from your doctor in order to get that one. It is available on Amazon. You can, there's a few other places that you can get it shipped to you as well, but if you need it sooner rather than later, probably a better idea to walk into a pharmacy. But if you wanted to like keep some on hand, then oh, hey, she's back. But if you want to keep some on hand, I would highly recommend hitting up your pharmacies and going to Amazon and getting some and keeping them around, because I mean, no reason, I'm sure. Couple of things: make sure that you don't have unprotected sex within the first few days of taking Plan B. It's not like it's a long-lasting thing, so if you take Plan B and then go right out and have unprotected sex again, there's a good chance that you may get pregnant. You can take Plan B at any point during your menstrual cycle. So if you because contrary to popular belief, you can in fact get pregnant while you are on your period. That's a myth. If you hear someone say that you can't, it's bullshit. It's not a thing. You can in fact get pregnant while you are on your period. So regardless of what happens, if you are in the middle of your period, if you are starting your period, if you're towards the end of your period, you can take Plan B at any point. It will still help prevent pregnancy. And also don't forget that Planned Parenthood will generally provide Plan B at no cost. A lot of insurance will actually cover it as well. So check with insurances and things like that. But yeah, also between the generic and like brand name stuff that you find out there, there's literally no difference. the amount of the drug that's in it, the effectiveness, all of that is the same across the board, regardless of whether you get a generic or whether you get the brand name, whether it's over the counter or prescription. So there you go.
Wow, that was a lot of information.
Oh, hey, she froze again.
Oh no!
What is going on?
My goodness, the internet hates me today.
Apparently, Jesus.
Did you hear what I? Oh, never mind. Let's see. The fact that I got it to go is the because when I went out there, the box was off, like no light. So
That's odd. That's weird.
I even went back to check the bill to make sure that I didn't owe something on it.
Did you?
Because I was like, wait a minute, because I've had that happen before where it's like reminded me like 3 times and I've forgotten. But it's the force. I did good deeds. I do good deeds. I promise. I promise. What usually happens is I take people off of the Wi-Fi. Like I just start turning off the Wi-Fi for certain devices. It seems that it's good now, but what's weird on my side is I don't see the background image. It just shows that it didn't load.
That's so weird.
Now I have green. I think.
Yes,
So
yes. Now it's
let's
you're
just
green right now.
go with it. Where are we? Let's see. You just finished Plan B.
We're at current events.
Oh, I wanted to pull this up, but now I can't. So not to risk it all, but look this up. It's all over the news, nationwide, promise you. An intoxicated man causes disturbances, multiple disturbances, and then attempts to hide from police under a blanket. Saw it come across my screen. I thought it was satire, but it's real.
Like he just pulls a blanket up over his head, like he just
yes.
So basically, he just does this and thinks that if he can't see anybody, they can't see him.
After causing all this ruckus, and then goes, I'm gonna try that at work. Somebody's gonna say our deadline is today, and I'm gonna be like,
just pull it up over your head and be like, I'm not here.
Yeah. So I didn't believe it at first, and then it started multiple news sources. So I was like, God damn it! What kind of bullshit
was it Florida or Texas?
Surprisingly, it was neither. I think it was in Detroit. I think.
Oh,
let me check.
That's odd. All right, I totally thought it was.
It's in Belfast, Maine.
Oh,
that's how you
totally
say
thought
it,
it was going to be either Florida or Texas because that's totally a Florida or Texas thing.
Yeah.
Just saying.
So I was just like, what is this? Yeah, go for it.
All right. So everybody's been watching the Met Gala. And first of all, nobody dressed the way the theme could have been whatever the fuck. Right. The theme that could have been whatever the fuck because nobody dressed to the theme. I thought the whole point of the Met Gala was that you're supposed to dress to the theme. Okay. First of all, whatever. Stupid. Anyway, everybody knows this because it's been buzzing around. Everybody has their own opinion on it. That Kim Kardashian decided to wear like the iconic Marilyn Monroe dress to the Met Gala.
Mm-hmm.
Now, regardless of whatever your opinion is, here's mine. You're welcome. When Marilyn Monroe asked for that dress to be created, she wanted something, and she said this. She specifically said that she wanted a dress that only Marilyn Monroe could wear. She did it to make a statement. I don't know if anybody actually realizes what that dress what the dress was. The dress is completely sheer.
Mm-hmm.
The dress is totally sheer. The material was designed to match Marilyn Monroe's skin tone exactly. She was sewn into it. It was tight on Marilyn Monroe. She was sewn into it because it was made to her very specific body specifications, to her very specific measurements. There was not enough give for her to be able to zip up a dress. She had to be stitched into it. And the rhinestones that are on it were strategically placed because it's sheer. She wasn't it was so tight on her, she wasn't able to wear any kind of undergarments. So the way that the rhinestones and everything were placed on it were specifically done so in a way to hide things. And think about it, like, this is a dress that this iconic human being who was run ragged through Hollywood wore at a president's birthday. It was sheer. She had to be sewn. Like, she did it to make a statement. And here's the thing: is this dress is 70 plus years old. This dress is old. The material is old. And when you have Kim Kardashian sitting there with her skin oils, her tanner, all the other shit that she puts on, that all of those things on that material, not a good idea. Like, that it just, I don't understand why the fuck anybody said that was going to be a good idea. Like, Marilyn Monroe literally said, I don't want anybody else to be able to wear this dress. But fuck that.
So
like, I'm just gonna do it anyway.
Not that I have a different opinion. I mean, I do have a different opinion, but and it's not to say yours is wrong or anything. I'm a huge Marilyn Monroe fan. You guys can't see that from this side, but if you other places, you would see it. But if you so Kim K obviously is making way more than Marilyn Monroe ever did, but I see them both as people that, both as women that people underestimate. And so I don't have a problem with her trying to get in the dress and losing 16 pounds in 3 weeks. It's kind of scary.
The crash dieting is not healthy either.
Yeah, that's not healthy. But I see that maybe she should have chose a different occasion for it, because the part that got me upset was, like, nobody's wearing anything that looks like period pieces. Like, I was like, wait, isn't this supposed to be like the late 1800s?
Yeah,
what does Marilyn Monroe have to do with this?
Nothing. It was like, I'm just going to do this to do it.
And so when people started talking about her best thing that has worked for her over the years is to get people talking. And here we are. And that's how she makes her money, is people talk about her. And in essence, when people talk about her, the people that aren't saying anything are the ones buying her stuff. So that's where I'm like, that's kind of smart. But at the same time, like, why did you choose her dress at this time? Like, there should have been some other occasion that she wore the dress. Even if she had. It really should have been like, maybe like the Grammys or the Emmys, or I don't know. It just seemed like it was totally out of place. And why people started getting all upset about it.
I don't know. I just
Eddie says, hold on. I think Kim K showed exactly what the theme was, gilded glamour. But I thought it was I thought they had set a time period.
They did. It was the Gilded Age, which is, there's a specific time period.
Excuse me. That's what I thought. The disparity between the social classes at the time, and here comes Kim K to deface and stretch out history. Literally. And whose decision was it to let her do that?
I don't know. The problem, like, it's just sort of like, basically, it's like, oh, I have all this money, so I can do whatever I want, is what it kind of came across as. And I'm like, I don't know. I thought it was in poor taste. I thought it was just, it went 100% against everything that Marilyn said when she wanted the dress made. Like,
excuse me.
like she didn't want anybody else to be able to wear the dress, which is why she had it made the way she did. Like, and it's just like, well, let me just shit all over that. Like, I don't know. I just because you have a fuck ton of money doesn't mean that you can just do whatever the fuck you want. I don't know. It bothered me. I'm just like, no, that's not appropriate.
I don't have a fuck ton of money yet, so I barely have the F for the fuck ton. So I'll just be sitting here for a while. What's next? Oh, the biggest uproar over the biggest thing that I have ever seen is hearing white men scream that you can't get abortions. Within, what was it, the last couple days, leaked documents from the Supreme Court show that they plan on reversing Roe versus Wade, or some people like to call it Roe v. Wade. I've heard it several ways, banning abortion. And so making it punishable. I need you all to realize that they're not just banning it, it's making it punishable. Like if this can't happen, but if Freddie got pregnant, he couldn't go and say, I want to have an abortion. Now, if you had that, that's a little bit of a scientific.
That would be amazing. Like in theory, at some point, even after transitioning, I still would have been able to get pregnant, but I don't have all the bits now. So like, not.
But anyhow, so they already tried. Remember, a couple weeks ago, I read that a woman got arrested in Texas because they had done it statewide there and said, and she was the first victim and yada, 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 but she didn't end up meeting the fine lines. But this means that nationwide they would be doing this and putting people in hard places, very hard places. What we don't think about is the trans men that may get raped. We don't think about a little 9-year-old girl that may get raped by a family member. We don't think about people make accidents all the time.
It's not even that. It's honestly,
but it should.
I had sex with somebody. Oh shit, I'm pregnant. I don't want this baby.
But no matter what the circumstances, there is nothing written into law, as far as I can tell. If there is, you need to send it to me. But there is nothing written into law about men's penises, about their reproductive system. And what I was telling Freddie before the show started is, what we should do is propose that when men, preferably cis men, rape women or people with vaginas, or they perform rape, they get their penis chopped off. Yeah. It would be interesting to hear the arguments and hear how people go, oh, you're taking my rights away. Right. Oh, really? Really?
What blows my mind, and we talked about this before the show started, is that in this document, basically he goes off and he's like, he doesn't believe in marriage equality. He doesn't believe in basically anything. And what I don't understand, and this I legitimately don't understand. You are on the Supreme Court of the United States, and you release a document that says that you are not about things like, oh, I don't know, justice and equality and equal rights. How the fuck are you in a position of power? I don't, these appointments to the Supreme Court, like, it can't just be a given that you are on this and that's it. Like, if someone said, oh, I don't believe in this and people shouldn't have all these equal rights, somebody should be able to say, I'm sorry, sir, but you're fired. Get the fuck off. What the fuck?
Because literally he wrote a manifesto. And we're calling it a public opinion or whatever.
I don't understand it. There is no fucking way that anybody that has said that they don't believe in basic civil and equal rights should be in a position of power. Like, I don't understand that at all. I don't. And this lifetime appointment bullshit, like you're there till you die, that's a bunch of horse shit. That is the biggest bunch of horse shit. Because now we have these
old
people
opinions
that
stay.
are endorsing this fucking manifesto that basically say that they don't give a shit about equal rights. They don't give a shit about civil rights. They don't give a shit about anything. And they are at the highest court in this fucking country. And this is just one more example of how fucking broken this goddamn system is. This country is fucked. This country is so fucked. And there's going to be another fucking civil war. There's going to be another revolutionary war. There's going to be something because people are tired of it. Like I saw a meme today or something that it was like, they think that they think they're going to get this, and it was a picture of like The Handmaid's Tale, but what they're really going to get is this, and it was like underneath it were pictures of like all these badass women with like swords and shit, and that's what's going to fucking happen. People are going to be done being quiet. People are going to be done like, I am so, oh my God. And the fact that people are being very quiet about it, people aren't saying anything, people aren't speaking up about it, or all of a sudden you see people like comments on statuses and they're like, well, you know, I mean, it's all about the baby. No, not about the fucking babies. Not about if it was about the babies, we'd have giving birth would not cost literally millions of dollars. There would be free healthcare in place. There would be free education in place. There would be all this other shit. People are not pro-life. You're not fucking pro-life. You are pro-birth. Otherwise, you would have, I don't know, 20 fucking adopted children in your house because of all these kids that were given birth to who didn't want them. But no,
Yes, Eddie. Just like Freddie said, I'm listening to our mutuals be quiet, be silent. What I don't understand is the people. Okay, so there are people that are in healthcare that are against it, but have advised that if this continues, that they'll have to have to be services that assist women with these. Like, how do you? But then that's more money. That's more money we're paying for something that we could have prevented in the first place.
What'll happen is it'll be like it was before 1973, and you'll have kitchen table abortions. You'll have back alley abortions. You'll have all these things that, you know, like people that are willing to do them, but
people literally
they
lost their lives over these.
Right. You know, and you know, you'll have these you know, abortion clinics that are kind of underground, and you know, they do what they can, but then you end up with complications. And then these people have to go.
Suzette
and then
is
these
ranting.
people have to go. These people have to go to the hospital to get fixed because they're bleeding out because of a fucking kitchen table abortion. Like, it's not going to stop abortions; it's just going to make them unsafe. Stupid.
Suzette says, if it was about the babies, men would be required to have vasectomies until they could prove they were capable of being good fathers. Men can produce an unlimited number of babies within a single year, whereas women have a limit on how many babies they can have.
Yep. And that's exactly it. Because, and that it's always about policing the uteruses and nothing about the men, nothing about the people with the sperm, nothing about they can, somebody that is producing sperm can screw 20 people in a night and impregnate every single one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Those 20 people in 1 year can really only have one baby. But the next day, that same sperm producing individual can go out and screw 20 more people and get those new 20 people pregnant again.
You mean it's misogynistic?
In this country, no, we don't do misogyny here.
Oh my God.
It has zero to do about the actual babies. It has zero to do
all
about
to do with what Suzette is saying.
Yeah. It's all about
all about-
keeping women, and I'm going to say women because nobody ever thinks about the other people. It's all about keeping women under control. It's all about keeping women under that thumb. It's all about keeping women obedient and subservient and, you know, doing whatever the fuck the man tells them to do. Like that's what it's about. Like it's bullshit. Like
I have a cousin
it's
who can name her children by the birth control she used. I don't even want to know. I don't.
like it's absolute horseshit. Complete fucking horseshit.
So meanwhile, while we're arguing our rights and trying to figure out what the new anti-trans bills are and what they mean, and all the anti-gay marriage bills that are being proposed as we speak, because we weren't paying attention, we were talking about Kim K's dress and we were talking about abortion. Donald Trump Jr. decided that would be a good day that he go and meet with the January 6th committee, talking about the terrorist attacks on the Capitol. And so spent about 2 hours on the phone, they said.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, of course nobody was listening to that conversation because we were over here trying to figure out what the hell is going on with people trying to steal rights from the vaginas. So what, you can't be in two places but this is really important. But this is because that's how they get you. I know it's
apparently what Donnie Jr. was saying basically was that everybody was in communication the entire time. They knew everything that was going on, and nobody did anything.
It was almost like a communication tree from what
right.
we listened to earlier. It just sounded like they were all in cahoots with each other.
It was like a phone tree, and everybody knew it was happening. They were like, "You gonna do anything?" And it's like, it's fine.
Let me text him.
He downplayed it all, said it wasn't a big deal, nothing really happened.
But in some of those text messages, it says, "Did they go for it?"
Right.
I'm sorry. What did they go for? Explain that further for us. Like, what does that mean? Tell us more. Instead of women, people with vaginas. Okay, yeah, that works for me. People with vaginas. Yeah, we're just. Yeah, and you know, so I'd rather be checking Hillary's emails at this point.
Right? Remember when that was like the biggest thing? Oh no, her email.
Check her email.
Yeah. Fuck all of you. Fuck anybody that would
email. She uses her personal email.
We would not be here. We would not fucking be here if people hadn't done dumb shit and voted for Trump in 2016. Period. If everybody wasn't so damn concerned about some stupid fucking emails instead of this, like instead of what everybody said was going to happen, we would not be here. But it's fine.
So fine.
Totally fine. I mean, I'd hate to say I told you so, but
I told you so. I said it for you. That's fine.
This has been a snowball since 2016. Just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So fuck you. If you voted for Trump, that is not a difference of opinion. That is a difference in things like morals, and y'all can fuck yourself. Don't care.
Just speaking of the T word, Agent Orange is being endorsed by, because you know it starts low and then builds its way up. So when we were getting ready, I saw a couple of endorsements going up from state officials endorsing him. So I just want to warn you, deja vu moment. I feel like I had it before. I don't know. Just want to warn you that if all you were worried about last time was emails, you might want to look into the insurrection. That word
Maybe, I don't know,
alone
look
should
at some
stop you.
priorities. I don't know,
That
maybe
word
ask your
alone.
maybe ask your sister or like, you know, your cousin or whatever if they would like to, I don't know, be on birth control, or if they would like to have access to things like, oh, I don't know, healthcare or whatever. I mean, just see if that's something that matters to them, just for shits and giggles.
I mean, if it's not,
Then that's fine.
people
Then
were
they can
making
opt
fun
to
of.
not have healthcare.
What did you say? Yep. People were making fun of me when I was upset when Trump was elected, and I mentioned all the things that happened, and now it is. It is what it is. But also, the approval rating seems to be going down for Joe Biden because I know Joe Biden was the lesser of the two evils, but Joe Biden is sideswiping a little bit.
Oh yeah, no,
He's very much
he's gonna need to step on some shit. Like he's gonna need to
he's not calling
pick up
people
his
out and picking up the stick. He's just
he needs to pull up his socks and put on his big girl panties, and he needs to do some shit because this is like
we're in the second year and I haven't heard a thing.
Yeah, he needs to do things. And honestly, where the fuck is it? What is our vice president doing? Like, where is she? Like, hello. Why is she not being more vocal about things? Why is she not speaking up about shit like this? Why is she like, where is she? Anybody? Nope. Okay, cool. Yep. Like it's
this is every time I see her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, so we did all of this to get you there.
Mm-hmm.
What do we do now? What are we doing?
Nothing. Like there's nothing. There's the crickets from the White House right now are like, really? Like
okay. What are we doing?
No, we don't need a fucking tweet. We need a fucking, I don't know, State of the Union or something. Like,
whoa, what? Okay, so the one thing, I'm not to compare presidents, but maybe I have a favorite. But Obama, even if he fucked up, was good about communicating all the time.
Obama released the whole thing on when it was.
I shared that, but when you sit in silence and you don't say anything about, you don't say nothing, then you just sitting there. But Obama, even if his shit stank, he was like, you know what, guys, I fucked up. Here's what I'm going to do to fix it. And you're like, okay, well, shit, that's great. I mean, as annoying as Agent Orange was, we still knew what he was doing. Even if he was doing it wrong, we still, you know.
And, like, come on. As soon as that fucking document was leaked, Obama on social media put out a massive statement about how this is bullshit.
Like
it was
letter.
Quick.
4-page letter.
It was quick. Where the fuck is everybody else?
Him and Michelle.
No, nothing. Nothing. Okay, cool.
I said, okay, well, I guess my president is President Obama. Because he still hasn't given up his crown. He's pulling a Freddy. And I'm just gonna claim him from now on. Even though he's doing Netflix series, I can have my president doing Netflix series and stuff. That's cool.
Like, you want to put somebody in for, like, you know, life? Can we just reappoint Obama?
Yeah, like, because
I mean, everybody's appointing like titles and shit in the drag world, so why can't we just appoint a president? Him.
I mean, in my mind, he is making decisions already. He's
like,
it's who in
and
denial.
Honestly, after 8 years of being Obama's VP, like, I would have expected better from Biden. I would have expected more. Like, what the fuck?
And
it's like he learned nothing.
Obamas. They don't want to go back to the White House. They're politically involved, but they do not want to be back in the White House. Would you say who's in denial?
I mean, I'd be fine with getting like Michelle, and then we can get Michelle.
Michelle does not like politics.
I know. Whatever.
A good alternative, but she's kind of aging out is, well, I guess she's younger than Joe, is Oprah. Because I know she would be like, what'd you just say? Okay, we're putting that
Yeah,
in
but we
law.
already had like a TV celebrity in the White House that wasn't an actual like I don't know that didn't go over so well.
I think she has a little bit more credibility. Oh my God.
We already did that once. I don't know if I want to do that again.
And she was an actual journalist, so yikes. Anyway, now that we're off our soapbox, I feel like we're just preaching to the choir because all of the people that watch us know how this is.
But still. What have we got coming up? Let's see, May 14th, we got sex trivia. We're back for that. That'll be fun. May 20th. May 20th, we've got Cat Bingo. Are there still tickets left for Cat Bingo?
Right now, yes. But in weeks to come, maybe not.
Right. So if you want to go to Cat Bingo, get your tickets now. It's a good time if you haven't been. I highly recommend it. It's a fun.
I will forewarn if you haven't gotten your tickets, I've heard the word birthday and wedding. So just putting that in there for you. Yeah. And if these people actually book their birthday or their bachelorette
thing, God help us,
then there may not be any seats left. So come now.
And then May 27th, I'm excited, is the Fan Fusion Drag Extravaganza. I'm excited for it. Marissa is going to be fixing me a new wig to go with one of my outfits.
Wait, hold up. I'm gonna beat her up. Okay. Marissa. I got it. Marissa. I haven't offered to pay for the one that I'm asking for.
It's fine. She likes me better. I'm just kidding.
What in the hell? First of all, I didn't get no cupcakes at my door. Then I don't get a wig. I'm
Felicia's gonna sulk.
You can't see my eyes when.
No, you can't see your eyes. You just that's creepy. Really creepy. I can't really see your eyes even when you are like sitting up properly, like because your eyelashes are so big, and then all the black around them. I can't see shit. That's kind of look like a dead stormtrooper.
This is fun. I'm gonna do this every week now.
Oh my God.
What else do we have? And then into June we have sex trivia and Cat Bingo, and then at the end of June, Freddy flies off to do another Pride in another state. Not ours.
I am. I know. I'm excited about it though. I love doing like smaller prides and like smaller areas where maybe they don't get to see like a lot of drag, or maybe it's like their pride is still relatively new. Like, so I'm excited. It should be fun.
I still haven't done what I said I was going to do with that, but I need to do that.
Okay. Probably. We do have guests coming up. We just don't know exactly when.
And then I have more that I need to add to this list. Yikes, life. Thank you for joining the conversation tonight. Thank you to all of you who watch on the replay, and thanks to all of you who watch live and listen to us rant and then rant with us. We will see you next week for your Wednesday night conversation. Good night.
Good night. Oh, Jesus.
Promotional consideration for Let's Have a Fefe provided by Wigs of a Kind, The Burly Barber, Bone and Basil, as well as our patrons at Patreon. Go to patreon.com/Let's Have a Fefe to become a Fefe patron. Virtual tips accepted at paypal.me/Let's Have a Fefe. Subscribe to the Let's Have a Fefe podcast. You can listen on your favorite podcatcher. See you next week for your Wednesday night conversation. This has been Let's Have a Fefe. Good night.